Hello and welcome to the Financial Times Business of Luxury Summit in Lisbon 2017. I'm joined by Miroslava Duma, who was with us this afternoon to announce the launch of her latest company, which is Fashion Tech Lab Ventures. Mira, could you tell us exactly what this hybrid company is and what you're planning on doing?
It's a hybrid between an investment company and accelerator that is looking for engineers and scientists from all over the world that are working with material science, biotech, nanotechnology, smart textiles and wearable tech, anywhere from Shenzhen to Silicon Valley to Russia to Scandinavia to Japan, Korea. Basically, those amazing people, genius people are spread around the world, and there's actually a real revolution happening now. When we started to dive into this world of material science, we thought it's super, impressive. It's interesting. It's starting, but actually, it's been there for decades already.
But it's incredibly disparate. They're all over the place, and they don't necessarily have the access to the business community necessarily that you're hopefully providing.
Exactly. So that's the second pillar. So the first pillar, we're sourcing for those technologies, invest in them, raise funds to be able to support them and invest in them. And the second pillar is exactly the so-called agency, when we take the technology that we've invested in and bring it to the extremely closed $2.4 trillion fashion industry.
You've got a couple of projects that are already off the ground. One with Ferragamo. Tell us a little tiny bit about that.
So there's an amazing technology called orange fiber that comes from Italy. It's two Italian ladies, scientists, that when they discovered that there's around 700,000 tons of orange peels end up in landfills in Italy every year, they thought, what actually can be done with this so-called garbage? So they came up with the technology of producing fabrics made of recycled orange peels, which is 100% breathable, organic, sustainable material, especially amazing for our kids, because in the end of the day, fabric is our second skin. And obviously, we don't want pesticides on our body. We don't want chemicals on our body, right? We want something that, and it's basically about the circular economy, right? So you eat the orange, you throw it away, and then you have the
silk,
fabric, right?
And Ferragamo have already signed up and released their first capsule collection using this fabric, which is 80% generated from the orange fiber, or in most instances.
Yeah, so on April 18th, we have announced about collaboration between Orange Fiber and Salvatore Ferragamo, who created a capsule collection made of 80% recycled orange peels and 20% silk, which makes it, very honestly, touch and feel like an Hermes quality of silk.
And then the other company is Diamond Foundry, which is a lab-grown diamond facility where, now I believe what you told me the other day, you can grow a diamond in a heat-treated, carbonized, however it is. I'm no scientist, as you can tell, but you can grow it up to 16 carats in 2 weeks. Is that what you said?
Yes, up to 15 carats, only round, only white diamond. And it can be any color, any it's again identical to mined diamond, and no one in the world can tell the difference between mined diamond and laboratory grown diamond. There's only one machine in the world that after a couple of hours of investigation can tell you mined, lab grown diamond. And if you take the lab grown diamond, the certificate will say lab-grown / man-made diamond.
And this is something that similarly you're bringing to the luxury market. You've got lots of brands interested already.
Exactly. So we're speaking now with some really big international jewelry brands about starting a green line of jewelry made with laboratory-grown diamonds. And again, why we're so enthusiastic about everything that's happening now, about this fourth industrial revolution, that our basically material science is a big part of, that the two new generations, and this is the conversation we had today, how to convince brands are already convinced because they are chasing the millennials.
Yeah.
And Gen Z is the second generation after millennials that they are chasing, right? And millennials exercise a spending power of around $2.5 trillion per year on everything: food, travel, gadgets, luxury, clothes, everything. And those two new generations, they want garments and clothes be environmentally, and sustainably done, and solve customers' problems.
Miroslava, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.